Hello! Time for a little live stream. Not that long, but a little bit. So I carved out some time of my day, and now it's time to go and animate and work on some Blender magic. Hey Omen, how you doing? So, what do we have on our plate today? I have this little scene. Some have seen probably a little sneak peek already. I was sharing some stuff on my socials. It's basically something that my next video will be about. What are you doing here? Interesting. A floating phone. Anyway. Yeah. So I thought, why not stream a little bit of the process behind it? You will for sure see most of it in my next video. But to have something to talk about in the video, we first need a little Blender scene. And when we have that one, we can do some mixed media action on top. So it will be a fun little experiment exercise. It's not the first time I do mixed media animation, but it's always great to expand some skills that I acquired in the past and shared with you guys, so you can do it too. So why is that phone hopping around? We always start with a tiny little problem. The first problem is that this phone's jumping around for no apparent reason whatsoever. Ah, because it's animated. Well, there we have our answer. Delete. No, it's not jumping around anymore. My god. We already start. Always with some fun shenanigans. So. Let's put that phone down. Shoop, shoop, shoo. Bing. All right. Now it's sitting there and chilling. What do we need? So first, let me show you guys where we at now. So we have a little office scene. What a surprise! I'm always doing office scenes. Already modeled a little bit of a table with some open doors. I have a chair from a previous scene that I remember that I made, and I thought that might work well, so I don't have to do another chair again. A little placeholder guy. I'm not sure if I will use this guy for the final animation, but for now I use it because it kind of fits the vibe, like office worker, whatever. We have a really rough computer that probably might stay this way. It's not 100% sure yet. I have to see, because there is something that this computer will do. So maybe we need to keep it that low detail level. Yeah, but basically that's it. And we have a little test animation in place. Show it to you guys. It will be low frames per second, but you will get the idea. So we have this guy hacking around on his computer. Nothing fancy, getting an error message probably popping up, and then boom, this stuff happens. Probably not in 1 frame per second, but oh geez, it's chugging along. Why is it chugging along? Doesn't make sense. I baked the animation, but well, you get the idea. He's getting absorbed by his computer. Yes. My god, it's working fast as hell. Yeah, so right now the animation is kinda-ish placeholder. Like overall, I think this stuff is already 90% there with the animation. It's placeholder because the model of the computer is still a placeholder. So I have to see if I do like a more detailed computer, if the animation will behave the same way. So I have to see if I can do something about that, but I kind of like what it's doing there. We have some nice blob shapes and it's like absorbing him. So this will be a lot of fun figuring out. Already played a little bit with a light situation. I already know that I will need a high light situation, a high contrast light situation, because, and now I will share some insanity with you guys. It's gonna be fun. Let me see, where's OBS? Bear with me. We will quickly kill my layout. Ooh, I'm in every frame. So you guys can see me. So we have that madness. It's like all the frames of the animation, of the placeholder animation, printed out. And this will be part of the frame by frame animation and the mixed media. This is basically where the mixed media comes in. And we need a high contrast because I plan on using a special kind of printer to print out the individual frames. And it's kind of like a low quality printer. I'll put them back here. And this one works with a high contrast. Jesus, there's ads running in the background. I gotta love it. Where is it? Just gotta let the ad run. There we go. Where was I? Yeah, the printer. So basically the printer is a so-called thermal printer. Thermal. It's printing with heat. Let me put me back in the right size now. That's not... Maybe... Oh my god, where am I? I'm so big. No. Whee! I'm small again. Well. Alright. Now I'm here. And the way it prints, it kinda increases like a threshold how much values can be put out in the printer. So having like a scene that is like kind of mid-range contrast doesn't work so well. So I need something that has like a clear shape contrast and stuff, so it makes a nice image to work with for the frame by frame animation. There's already like, I made some tests, maybe it makes sense to show you some of the tests I did. Let me see. My goodness. Where is it? Technical difficulties as usual. Does that work? Oh, it works! Great, I can just move it up here. Let me see. So this was one of the earlier tests. Just chugging along. I'll quickly render. Yeah. So this is basically a combination of 3D render, some layer magic in Photoshop, and hand-painted frames that I overlaid on the 3D scene. I don't want to use this topic of mixed media for the whole animation. So there will be like a story again, a little story I want to make. And there will be like, let's say, 1/2 of the animation shall be mixed media. So yeah, we have to see how that will work. But so far I kind of like it. But maybe, let's see if I can show you guys what I mean with we need high contrast. Oh god, is it this? So you see there's like this texture that comes out of the print. It's like this weird maze-like stuff. It's super cool. And if I combine it with like painting over it with some brush strokes, add some threshold effects, you get like this super grainy, noisy stuff. And since the thermo printer, it's not that even with printing all the time, so you have like a little bit of happy accidents in there. There's like some fragments and stuff sneaking in. One could argue, yeah, sure, you can do some post-processing in Blender, Compositor, or After Effects, but it's still not the same. There's like happy accidents in there that you won't be able to do that perfectly. And also, I kind of like to get surprised. And yeah, here, if I put in basically a edited version of the 3D render and put another layer of hand-painted frames with higher contrast, you get like this crazy nonsense here. Which was one test. Close that. And here's like a test where I used all kinds of experiments with overpaints and stuff. So you see there's like a lot of fragments flying around, dirt, grime, some marker stuff, some other stuff, and you can do so much with it. So I'm still not 100% sure with which path to go down with like what effect I really want to have in the end. Maybe it will be something where I use a ton of different mixed media effects, so it gets really wild, or I just focus on like one thing and work down that. But I think it would be fun to go down the route that I use a lot of different effects, so that you guys know what's possible and can decide for yourself what route to go down. Because I don't want to make like something that is bound to one tool. I want to do stuff that can use various different type of tools. But I kind of like the texture. It's super interesting, like this pixel noise, and it's all handmade. So kind of cool. Kind of plays into the whole idea that I use with my hand painted textures also. So yeah. We will see where this will go, but first we need to make a 3D scene, and this is something I think we can work on today and see where it will go. So what do we do? What do we do? Shall we do the computer first? Maybe let's see, where's the camera? So we won't see that. I could make some neon lights. Let's see. I'm already sure I will fake the lightning. I don't want to have like super correct, physical correct light. I want to have like light that I have under control. So we will have to fake some of the stuff. Ooh. Some references for computers also. So let's see. I need some references first. I do have some saved for office scenes, I remember. Where do I have it? Shouldn't be too hard to find something. Let's see. Office light. Office neon light. Ooh, he could also use a desk lamp or some shit. I like that. I like that. Let's open that in a new tab. What else do we have? Office. Yo, Omen, welcome back. I'm still like, I still trying to fathom how much you guys enjoyed and the last video I made. Like with these videos I'm doing, I'm always like, maybe people will like it, maybe not, you will never know. And then it's absolutely crazy to me to see that it pops off that much. Because I don't approach these videos with any thought of like, oh, this needs to go viral or whatever. I usually do videos with like, I'm really interested in the topic, I want to work on it. And that's all that I think about basically with these videos. And then seeing it having such a success, it just warms my heart. It's like really, really nice. All right, let's make some lamps, some neon lamps. Bam. Zip. Make it flat. Could it be that my stream is insanely delayed? Because I'm looking at what YouTube is showing me and... Can I change that somewhere? Feels like there's a huge delay in it. Well, yeah, we will see. Ah, no, there it is. Okay. Was just on my end. I wasn't sure. Alright. Lampy, lampy, lamp. Some classic neon lights. A little bit of curvature would be nice. Is that too big? Let me see. What's the head size? It looks alright from the size wise. Maybe up a notch, apply the scale so the inset will be fine. Yep. Move, extend that, move it in. That looks all right to me. Let's take this, and this. Make it slightly rounded. What the hell is going on here? Oh, I see. Okay, I have to do that first before I can insert that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright, now. This. Alright. Now we can insert it. A little bit more. Go up a notch, scale it in, so it's kinda-ish even. That looks good. Let's delete. Maybe do some. Ah, shoot. You see, I'm a highly professional... highly professional 3D artist, as you can tell. That should cut through it. No, it doesn't. How do I make the cut through it? I know there's an option. Let me quickly see. Blender, knife tool, cut through. My god, I'm not the only person searching for that. Press K to activate the tool, then press C to enable cut through mode. Well, that sounds easy. K is the tool, C, Jesus. A, C, C, no? Cut through, yeah, here. Zip. No? Why? Angle, C, cut through. Hey! It worked! Gotta love it. Alright. Again. A, C. Why isn't it working? Come on. K. A, C. Way! Nice. Yesterday the algorithm randomly showed me your page. Well, glad you found the way to my channel. I'm slow with everything I do, but I try to make it in a good way. So, welcome to the chaos. I'm by no means a fully trained professional, but I'm having a hell of a ride and fun. KCC. That's right. Alright, that looks highly professional. Alright. So, now, what else? I need some thingy wingies in here. Dip. Wait, I could make it way easier. Wait a minute. Let's take a cylinder. 90 degrees. Squish the hell out of it. Perfection. What else do we need? Snap that to that. Snap. Selection to active. There we go. With like all these shortcuts in Blender, I always feel like there gotta be a point where you like pass the threshold, where you can actually just do the whole scene with only pressing all the buttons and without moving your mouse at all. Imagine that. That would be insane. Where's the X-ray? And why is this? Right. Yeah, that looks alright. Shade auto smooth, move that back in. Let's see, that's a bit too much. Back up. Alright. Give it the good old array. Into geometry. Fire up those arrays. Oh god. Zip, zip. A little bit more distance. Like that. Alright. That works for me. Get another one of those. Delete that. Rotate it 90 degrees. Just snap it again to this one. Snap to active. Scale it. Like this. A little bit down. So it looks like I inserted that. Well. See it from the front. Let's move that stuff down a bit. Like so. That can go up to here. Do. Nice. That works for me. Join these. I should move it down a notch. Perfect. Maybe it's... We don't need it, but my brain needs it. Gotta make it symmetrical. What were you doing before you got into 3D Blender? Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's kind of funny. My channel only features like 3D stuff, but I'm mainly a 2D illustrator. um, I did a lot of graphic design and illustration. Basically, I worked as a exhibition designer for museums. So the good thing about that job was that I basically could do everything that is kind of creative, because it's a position that demands all sorts of things of you, whether it be graphic design, project management, animation, you name it, like anything creative basically. And at some point during that, I started like, maybe I could incorporate more of the 3D stuff. And now we are here today. You're watching me struggling through Blender. But that was already also like, let me think, 5 years ago? Jesus, time is running. Probably 5 years ago, yeah. It was basically me just doing like some simple architectural visualizations, and then slowly more and more, and just finding my groove with it. Yeah, I try to kind of use everything at my disposal that I learned in the past, whether it be some graphic design elements or whatever. I'm not too keen of going like only down one route. I kind of enjoy like always trying to find a new way to incorporate something different. Or something, not different, but like something that I already know, and build up on that. No mesh data to join? Why? Of course. Oh. This, join. Blender, please don't be like this. All right, let's parent that. So what else do we need? Yeah, I think like this is transitioning to 3D is something you have to do for sure at some point nowadays, especially now with this whole AI shenanigans. Jesus, I absolutely hate it that this is happening. But I think if you want to stand any chance remotely to find any gigs long term, you gotta adapt to like 3D or some VFX stuff or whatever. It's kind of hard to be like a one-trick pony nowadays, I feel. Like, let's say a few years ago it was already hard, but you could still like be just focusing on one thing, but I think now it's fucking impossible. To be fair, it also got way more approachable now. So, so maybe this is also a reason. I remember how annoying it was to try to learn any 3D software. And especially how expensive it was before Blender got to a point where it could do a lot of the things that you need nowadays. Brain is not braining. We need... What else does a light have? Cables. Makes sense. Why is the 3D cursor rotated? No. Snap selection to active. Move it up. Zip. Shade smooth. Zoop. Mirror, let's save it in between. Nice. All right, where do I have my key light positioned? Up there. All right. Wait, quickly think before I do something Oh, I should add some emission object in here. Doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to light the scene. It just needs to add something to it. Perfect. Give it a little bit of emission shader. Emission for slight blue. How does it look? Maybe it needs a little bit more green. Some fluorescent bluish green. What else do we need? It's perfect. Oh really? Did you spend your locked in time with like learning the donut tutorials? You were doing Archwitz. God, my German is kicking in today. Architectural visualization. So the long word works way better for me. Definitely, especially with all the plugins that Blender nowadays have, it's like hard to argue why you would need to buy any of these insanely expensive softwares. It's so crazy. Donuts, still the best tutorial out there. Prove me wrong. How does that look? It's kind of cut off. I don't like it like this. For real, it is insane. I remember, what was it? In my early concept art career, before I was like finding my first gigs, there was like this huge boom where people were, I think it was 3ds Max. They were using it so much, and there were so many courses in it. And I got the, what is it called? The test version of it, and I was like, oh cool, nice program, insanely complicated and whatever. I didn't understand jack shit back then. And made the course, was super hyped, what's possible, and looked so great. And then I was like, okay, I gotta buy it now. And I was like, wait, hold up. I can't remember how much it cost, but it was insane. 3ds Max. How much does it cost nowadays? Let's see. Because I remember I couldn't buy the student version because it was not allowed to use the student version for client gigs. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? 3ds Max costs 2,000 euros a year? Wow. Alright, nope. I remember it was a lot, but that much? Holy crap. That's insane. I mean, don't get me wrong, good tools are worth the money. It's like, there's a reason why I remember it used to be, or probably still is, industry standard for like pipelines. There is a reason for it. But that is a number, you have to earn that much money first, especially as a beginner, to make that happen. That's crazy. That is just crazy. I mean, I absolutely love Blender, but I sadly kind of understand why it's not industry standard yet, especially for game production. There's like some issues with it that I like kind of to get around still, but it's getting less and less, so it's hard to argue why you should get these insanely expensive programs. It is true, yeah. Donate to Blender. It's I cannot wait to get my hands on the iPad version once they bring it out. That will be such a nice thing to have. Alright, quickly check the lightning situation, because I think we have to turn off that thing throwing a shadow. Do we have to? Wait, I'm confused. Why is it not throwing a shadow? Oh, I'm smarty because the light is in front of it. My god. Alright, link materials. Ooh, I need to plug in my computer. Test. Oh, Jesus. I knew something happened. Wait, I might have to... Oh my god. I touched my scrappy old school HDMI cable, which everything else is plugged in. And now it completely crapped on me, also showing that shit down here. Give me a second, I can't live with that. How can I change the screen? Panic. It's kind of funny, like Probably my videos or like the stuff that I post make me seem semi-professional, but with some stuff I behave like the biggest boomer. Oh, I touched the cable. I can't change it. Send help. Quickly have to change the whole screen situation. My god. Speech reading tutorial, yeah. So. Hello, JP. How you doing? Right now, this is not a Blender tutorial. Right now, it's a tutorial how to change the main screen. Help. Where is it? Let me quickly try something. I think it worked. The question is if you can still hear me. Probably not anymore. Ah, you can still hear me. Okay. My god. Wait. No, it's not showing anything. Now it's working. Technical difficulties left and right. All right. Where were we? I forgot everything. Brain is not braining. We made a lamp. All right. I want to move all that stuff. Oh, I can't. Because I still have an. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Let me quickly save. I want to move it up because the grid is absolutely annoying me. But it could be that this will break something. Please don't break. Please don't break. Does it break? Oh, it's chugging along. Oh no, it broke. Ah, I know why. Stop it! Stop! Stop! Let's go back down. And you turn that stuff on. Mark everything. Look here. Alright. Now we are on ground floor. Now it should be fine. Hopefully. Is it because of this one? Oh yeah, it is this one. Oopsie. Let's give it the delta transform. Location goes up. Please be fine, please be fine. Now we're talking. Oh, Jesus. Let's chug it along. I need to recalculate it. Ooh, I really like the lines here, because that will make for some great visuals later on in the mixed media. It's a nice contrasty area. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Alright, that looks fabulous. Alright, let's see how the animation looks. It should be safe now. Nyom, 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 nyom. Kind of looks like mochi. Like expanding mochi. He's really fighting for his life in there. That poor guy getting eaten up. But it's great to see, like, even though it's just like the placeholder simulation, I had so much struggle. I mean, here you can see the hand is like phasing through, which it shouldn't do, but it's because the animation is so violent. The expansion is so violent, but here it's working. I'm really happy to see that it works now. I had all sorts of trouble with that stuff. There's like a container where the simulation is in, and it was breaking through this container all the time. It was so annoying. I was going crazy with that stuff, but it's working, so that is good. Now we can unhide this one, this one. Oh no, what happened here? Why can't I select? What? Why does stuff keep breaking on me? Oh, that's why. Lol. All right. Back in business. Let's make the computer. Oh, maybe I just first add a little cable. Cablerator. Create a cable. Drop it here. Drop it there. Make it small. Oh wait, no, 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 no. Put it here. Create a cable. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, probably. Cycles. I use Eevee sparingly. Sparingly, is it a word? Scarcely, from time to time, for like some previs of my animations, but in general, it gives me more trouble than it solves things for me. I know that it makes nice renders, like quick renders compared to cycles, but since I use render farms for my final animations anyway, I can go full in with the cycles. I just like the lightning so much more. Drop the cable. Well, that didn't work. It might change though in the future because I figured out some new things how I can do stuff. Especially what my main issue was always how I can make glass in Eevee. Like really nice looking glass. That was always something that bothered me a lot. That it didn't really work the way I wanted to, or like easily worked. There are solutions for that, definitely. But yeah, it's like it is more a hassle to use for me than it does anything for me. So for now I was thinking like, okay, I don't really need it. Does it make sense? Maybe. I know that there's like tools or plugins that can make like really nice ray tracing and whatnot. But never really was fond of them too much, to be honest. Thanks a lot, Craney. More is to come. More is to come. I really sat down. I wanted to make things work properly now. I still won't be able to put out like a new video every 2 weeks, sadly. That is just, for now, not possible for me. It feels, I don't know how people do that. Maybe it's also how I do videos or like limited experience I have. But yeah, there will be more. I have scripts nearly finished for 3 or 4 more videos. Yes. Tutorial on cycles, or what do you mean? I usually talk about it or answer questions when I do my streams about this topic, because I think it's such a fast evolving situation. And yes, I have my experience in this industry, but also limited to a certain degree, because I never really followed the classical career, I would say. I was always like more, I want to do this, I want to do that, and don't really spend long times in one gig. I'm more like the freelancer and do this, do that. But to give you a really short answer about the industry, especially this client right now, we're absolutely cooked. Like, I hate to be... I used to be like a really optimistic person and be like, yeah, things will be better and whatever and this, that. If it doesn't work out fully, maybe get a little side gig. Like recently, I don't know how the hell this is supposed to work. It's absolutely devastating to see. I'm also like out of ideas what I could tell people to do, to be honest. The only thing that I would say what you can do as someone entering the industry, if you can afford it, which is also super hard right now, build something for yourself. Whether it be a YouTube channel, whether it be online store. If you have the funds and have a lot of like-minded people, build your own studio. I know these sounds like this grand scheme and big thing. It's super scary. I understand that. And I know that especially as a beginner, it's probably impossible. I don't know. Like, it's hard. but it's doable. But this is the only thing that I can see how you can make anything happen right now. Still, of course, try to apply, but the chances of landing a job right now, I would say they're close to zero. I don't know how people still land jobs in this industry. There's barely any jobs left. I mean, even I think I haven't had like proper client gigs for probably like half a year or even longer now. I do have some stuff here and there, some smaller commissions or whatever. But the main thing I did now in the past year was basically to do my own thing. Because I was lucky enough that I could save some funds. I made a publishing company with a friend of mine. We are like doing some small art books and whatever. It's still not something we can live off, but it's slowly growing. I'm doing more conventions now. We're going to sell some prints and stuff. And still applying for clients. So still trying, but my hopes are barely existent, to be honest. Because it's not only an issue in the gaming creative industry. Tutorial when you start the ED thing. Yeah, probably. I mean, I was thinking if I should do a video where I like answer the most common asked questions or like my go-to tools and things that is not like always this grand story that I tell with my videos. So it's more like, hey, okay, you guys asked this is my answer, this is why I do this, how can I do that in EV or cycles or whatever. Maybe it will be something more like this, I guess. Or maybe they bring out the great update so I will go full in on EV. What do you think is the biggest contributor to the fall of the industry? I don't think it's one thing, but there is some contributors that are bigger than others. One thing that happened for sure, it's still the backlash of COVID. During COVID, everyone was locked in at home. Gaming movie companies basically started hiring like crazy because people had time to consume games and videos. So they were overhiring basically. And this thing of overhiring is not unusual. There were like times in the past where this happened, but not in that scope. It was just a special case during COVID. And if companies overhire, they also have mass layoffs at some point. So this is one factor. This came. Then one topic everyone struggles with, and it's definitely now a big factor, is AI. Not only because it can generate images faster than we can do, and the consumer doesn't care how it looks, so they can use AI. But more the issue is that most companies funnel their fundings and money into AI development. And that money was supposed to be used for new games, movies, shows, you call it. And it's not like they only funnel in money that was set aside for games. They just top it off and put in more and more money than ever would have been into games. Just in the past days, there were some informations about that coming out now. This is probably one of the bigger reasons why jobs get cancelled now or people get laid off, because there's no money, there's no funding in classical animation. And yeah, well, there's wars all over the globe right now. This is always really bad for not only people that are involved in it, but also for industries. So yeah, I would say these are the three biggest factors. And because these factors, you have to look around, these factors are not only affecting the gaming industry. Like, I have a friend working in science. They're looking for jobs for over a year now. And they are really, really good scientists with like really good education, and they should probably get jobs everywhere, but there's no jobs out there. If I see it recovering, probably at some point, in some form, I would say there will be some sort of recovery. But man, I had to hard guess when this will recover. You see in some areas there are changes where it looks like some stuff is recovering. But I think like the... Why is this not working? Sorry. It should work, but it's not working. Material 010. Material 010. It's not working. I don't know why. Be right back. Going to grab some water. Hello, hello, back. Alright, should... Yes. What's the chat? Sure. I mean, helpful. Debatable. Yeah, it's not easy out there right now. Definitely. It's a chunk. Alright. Computer. Where's PureRef? There's PureRef. I haven't been on any art conferences or design conferences in a while. I really don't know how the overall mood is in the industry. 2 years ago was the last time I went, and it was already, people were like, I don't know, complicated, let's see. Yeah, but now, hard to tell. I heard some stories from friends that went to some conferences and talked to companies. But yeah. There's like some senior positions here and there. But like entry-level jobs are really hard to get right now. I mean, but even the seniors. Just open LinkedIn. Ooh. People are struggling. Let's build a nice computer that hopefully... Let's move that. Right, the lightning. Save it. Can I have more pictures? How it's called? Facom K10. Is that an AI image? Let's see. Facom K10. Pictures. Huh? No, it's a real computer. Can't believe it. But there is no other picture of it. Sus. Well, then we have to guess. Looks really like AI. I hate now that if you look for references, you have to be so careful that you don't have any AI shenanigans. Maybe use a different computer reference to model off from. Ooh, what is this? This one looks nice. What do we think of that computer? Absolutely wild. 4:3 ratio screen. Never seen that before. It looks crazy, right? Look at that with the little disc inside. Wait, is this disc? What is this then? This looks like floppy disk. But what is this? Is it like extra RAM insertion or something? Looks hella cool. Oasis 70. Crazy. Hey Fanian. Oh wow, thank you so much. I mean, it's not like a step-by-step tutorial, more like a let's see if you can pick something up from it. But if you manage to do something from it, I'm really stoked. If you have something to share, I think I've activated community posts on my channel. That would mean that you guys could, in theory, if you made something after watching my tutorial or videos, and if you were inspired to do something, you could, in theory, post it in there. There's like a community tab or something. I think so. So if you have something that you modeled after that, show me. I want to see it. I can't find a feature. It's I was plastered by YouTube that there is supposedly a feature now, but it's called community. Let's see. Viewer posts. We don't know where it is. Maybe I can't see it because I see my channel, of course, because I'm logged in. But maybe... Oh, here, posts. Maybe you guys can check that for me if you find any tab on my channel where you could, in theory, post something. If not, I will dig into it and see how to make it work. Because that would be great, like some sort of like small area where you guys can do stuff. Alright, let's build that computer. Whoop. Or a computer that looks similar, let's say. I swear, early 90s, 2000s Japanese computers look absolutely wild. Need more references. So the Macintosh. Oh. Well. Right. Where's the chat here? But Nomad Scout, you're then already better than me because I never touch it and I really want to touch it. So maybe you can teach me some stuff in there then. I don't have a dedicated Discord yet. Mainly because I didn't have found time to set one up. I had some Discords in the past, but yeah, I have to dig into that. I know that some other people have Discords running, but like for now I try to mainly focus on getting enough videos out and stuff. Can't find this YouTube community. Okay, then I will just dig into it. Like I will figure out some options. I will be gone this week, so maybe around next week I will make a little post and figure out if I can do something. Otherwise, you can always, if you have any questions or whatever, drop me a message on my Instagram or whatever. For now it's a little bit low key, but it will probably grow. Might need some time to answer then though. All right. Phone is here, computer. Scene collection, let's turn that stuff off because I need to only focus on the computer for now. Let's shear it. Let's move that one up. Let me think. Does this make sense? Yeah, makes sense. Then move that this, scale it down, move it out, scale it down, move it out. Damn, that's wild. that looks okay-ish. Oh, I remember I have to put a subdivision divider. Oh no, that will screw up things. Oh god, no. Perfection. Looks like a computer, right? Looks like a croissant. Sweet. Check. Is this two separate parts? Oh, indeed is. Interesting. Okay, so I can do that. Then let's do it. Why is it not recognizing the edge loops? Don't like it. Right. These ones need to move up a bit. So now the loop cut mania begins. We need a loop cut here. Wait, there was a way to harden edges. Subdivision modifier harden edges. How to keep weighted edge. Weight edge crease for subdivision. The crease weight of selected edges can be changed using transform properties and change the median transform slider. Okay, where can I find that? Alright, let's try this edge split. Goes up here. Sharp edges 30 degrees, split angle 30 degree. Catmull Clark. Subdivide UVs out. That makes no sense. And what's next? Then I go here and do this. Mark a sharp edge. Well, that shit didn't work. Never mind. Guess that doesn't work anymore. Wait. I'm confused. Okay, never mind. Let's look if this works. Crease, tend to put on sharp edges. Higher weight will be deformed. Okay, I choose the edge. Press N. That didn't do anything. Huh? Oh, it works. But it's not in the way that I want it to work. No. How does it? Interesting. Okay, cool. That might work. Shift E. Wait, Shift E. Wow, okay. Thanks, Lex. Bye, Fenian. Have a nice day. So, wait, so you're telling me if I just choose all the edges... Sorry, I was like reading up, so I didn't see the chat. But yeah, that makes it way more... Oh my god, it does actually work. Oh, that is great. But isn't that like... Huh. Not sure if I'm supposed to do that, but... Can I delete that if I don't want it anymore? Clear sharp? No. What is it then? It's a crease, yeah, but can I delete that crease if I don't want it anymore? Or is it just like I choose everything and then go, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that is such a lifesaver. That is crazy. Oh, thank you. So and that allows me now, just in theory, if I apply that now, I have like a really... Oh, that is so good. Love to learn new things. Nice. That is such a lifesaver. Oh my god. Wow. Crazy. Let's save it. Mesh. Cube. Boom, baka, boom, boom. Let's give this one. Guy go down a little bit. Boom, boom. This. Nice. And if I go here now, like so. Boom, boom. Does that work? Oh, yes. Gotta be careful with that though. I'm not sure if that might cause us trouble later down the line. Ah, fuck, I knew it. Whee! Interesting. Might need to fix that later. I have to see how the sim will act with that. But in theory, that works absolutely great. do wonder though, have to see how that will play out. This might affect the grease pencil, if I remember right. Maybe I can turn it off, I think, later on. That is my cat in the background. Hello, kitty. Now we need the actual computer base mesh. Let's do it like this. I like that. It goes in a bit. Then we scale it down a bit. Perfect. I can work with that. I'm really curious to see if all these small edges and creases will give me big trouble later on with the simulation. We'll have to see. Yeah, kitty. All right. Looks good to me. Kitty's not happy. He wants to go out, but it's raining. All right. that looks good enough. Subdivision. Shift E, my new friend. Right. Let me think for a second. I wanna give this guy. I think I will do it later on because I wanna move the screen out a bit. Doesn't need to be too much, I think. Especially because it won't be seen probably from that angle. Move, new collection, computer, saved. No, let's call it base. All right, now this has a sub-D, this has a sub-D, this has a sub-D, perfect. So, give that a beautiful pink. Duplicate, collection. That can go close. Apply. Ooh, yo, that's a terrible topology. I knew this will happen. Nah, I don't like this. You have to change that one. Let's go back some. Select objects, delete. All right, we're back here. Wait, did I? Oh my god. Please tell me I have enough. Jeez. All right, back to basics because I don't trust the geometry here and I don't want to sit down and start fixing all that shenanigans, so we just do it completely new. Snap, selection to active. Like, I'm probably faster just trying to do it all over. Instead of trying to somehow make some geometry magic happen and trying to fix all the n-gons and whatever all that crap is. It might not cause an issue with the animation later on, but I don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Especially because it's not that important for the looks. Like, that works just fine if I just do this. Scale. Like, that already looks cool, so I don't need to worry about any weird n-gons or whatever. Can do the same here. Maybe just leave it like that. Fine, good enough. Oh wait. Of course I made a mistake. The brain is not braining. Good enough. Set that down. Give this a subdivision as we learn now. Give it 2. Change the edges to works just fine. See, that's more how I like it. All right, can go in here. Now we have this one. Now we can duplicate this. Duplicate collection. We close that one. We call that one computer for sweet. apply, apply, apply. That looks so much better. It's not perfect, but I just need more geometry to work with. So how do we do that? This is one object, so we join this, I think. Is it touching each other? Yeah, it's touching each other, but barely. I mean, that should be fine. Okay, we convert that now to Simpikov. Pressure. What in shenanigans is this? There we go. The simulation starts at 70 and stops at 150. So in theory, it should make a big boom now. Not quite where we want to be, but we will get there. So this one it has self collision. Self collision with what? 0.01. 0.01, 0.01. 4, let's say 410 minus 90 minus 90. What else? 0.28. 85. That's enough. Vortex shrink 100 folds. Jesus. Weight 2 kilo. 210. Save before everything explodes me. I remember there was something. All right. Better save because I feel it could be too much for the geometry. Looks weird. Stop it. Well. This is gonna be a blast trying to fix that. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I have a bad feeling about that. Something is different with that one. think it needs another. Ah, knew it. Now we're talking. Let's see if that does something now. It does something, but nothing good. Hmm. All right. Please don't break out. Hmm. Why is it sticking? Hmm. Oh, wait, I have to turn it around a little bit. Okay. And go up. Yeah. Go up by a notch. Render. Yoink. Nice. Alright, we're getting somewhere. It's not perfect. Maybe give it a 3. I guess it needs a little bit more force if you have higher dense geometry. I could imagine that this might be an issue. Yeah, you're right. Let's compare it to our other computer. I like the fold that is happening here with that one, so I have to see if I can figure out how I can do that one. That computer. Maybe it just needs to be bigger. Maybe not. This? I think it was this stiffness. No, stiffness is higher. It's better, I think, for the folds. Can't remember. Let's see. Too much force. We go for an 8. This is the thing with close simulation, like it's so much trial and error for me that I don't really know how, well, what to dial in so it does exactly what I want. It's always a bit of a struggle. Like I don't want it to be like this perfect shape for the animation later on, so I think the difference might be that the main shape of the screen is too small. Maybe the screen just needs to be a tiny bit bigger. Maybe it could be this. Let's save and pray. Oh, it's doing. No, it's still. Why is it doing this? I think that might be something I have to figure out off screen later on. This is having a time of his life because it's throwing faults here. It's pushing in this bad boy. It's also pushing in, but not strong enough. Why would you do this to me? Oh. Well, I think this is an issue for later on. That shape here. So, for how long were we streaming now? Let's see quickly. Is it working? Is it? Yeah, I think that's it for today because I also have a meeting later on. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was lovely. And I cannot wait to wrap this up and make some beautiful YouTube video about it. I think I need to play around a little bit with the geometry and the shape and the simulation to make it somehow work the way I want it to work. Because this is just like now like me pushing in different numbers and praying it looks the way I want it to look. And nothing too fancy. Because the other stuff that will come next would be me coloring the scene. But overall, I mean, there can be some shenanigans here in the background. This is just, I will use some assets I already generated. And then I will throw it into the render, and then I will start hand painting, hand printing, and all the fun with the mixed media. But that will be something for the YouTube video to come. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!